Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? I am Dan from Trading with Dan. Happy Friday, everybody. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour chart. So Bitcoin at present back above 30,000. You can see the resistance area, trying to get back above it. Obviously we've had an extremely aggressive sell-off, almost a capitulation, you could say, or capitulation of sorts. I mean, I know this market is more mature now, but we have certainly seen a lot more aggressive capitulations than that. But maybe this market is more mature, and this is going to be the extent of our capitulations. Firstly, we'll have to address the video title. I know 30,000 was a level to close below before we changed it to bearish, but to go back to neutral, it isn't just getting back over 30,000. Realistically, we've got to be. I mean, I would like to say we've got to be above about 40,000, but at a push, we could potentially say 36,000. So quite a ways to go. And what I would say, obviously within that area, we'll still stay bearish, which means any rally up towards anywhere between 36 to 40,000 is a potential a very dangerous bull trap area, where this selling could come back in. We could roll back over. Maybe obviously we bounce around 36 to 40 for a bit, and then we could roll back over, and then well, make our way down towards towards low 20Ks. That is clearly an option. Obviously the flip side is we just V bottom out of it and continue to the upside, or also is a possibility we don't even get up to 36,000. We just come and back check this $30,000 level. But what I would potentially expect anyways is not to V bottom, not to come down any lower straight away, and trade sideways within this area, maybe between 30 and 33, before then making that move up to between 36 and 40. And then assessing whether we are just going to dump from there. But yeah, I mean the skew in the options market is heavily biased to the downside. So obviously that can give us some nice upward pressure, because everyone's basically buying puts and not really many people are buying calls. So the market is heavily protected to the downside, and when the market is heavily protected to the downside, that is when you would struggle to see further downside at that point in time. So yes, that is pretty much Bitcoin. Stock markets having a similar sort of little bounce. They need to get back above and hold above this resistance area, around 4,000, around the psychological 4,000 mark. If they do that, and then yeah, maybe we can make a move to 4,100. But I mean, this still remains looking very very bad until we get above. I mean, I'd like to say 4,400. Pretty much that is a point where it looks okay, but I mean, we could, if we were going to put that, would obviously make it look bullish. But if we're going to say like, and what would make us neutral, I mean 43,000. So even that is quite a ways away. First and foremost though, if we can get back above and hold here and not literally get forward checked, back checked and pay checked down to 3,700, if we can get back above here, that is a start, and then look at trying to take out this resistance area here. But just so much work to do in these markets. They are looking so bad. Obviously this is easing off slightly, which is not such a bad thing. But then we have this, which is in effect the front end, the very front end of the curve, actually literally the front end, the cash that you'd have in your hand, has taken another leg up here. So yeah, there we go, another leg up. I mean, we've got this target of 106 and a bit. So I mean, here's a chart. They move how charts move. As much as I can see, there's been absolute disaster and destruction in the global markets. I mean, could it get there? It could quite easily get there. Yeah, just based on looking at the chart and forgetting what this is. So yeah, not looking ideal there. Gold, there it is, gold wrecked. So I know Peter Schiff is over there gloating at what is happening in Bitcoin, probably taking the eye off the technical devastation that's going on in his chart also. So yeah, not looking good here. Looking like a well, it's just not looking good. It's not looking good. Maybe this will reverse, but who knows? Who knows? I know that obviously it's pretty much accepted wisdom that the crypto market is taking some of obviously the capital from gold. I do think at these levels people will be looking at the crypto market as somewhere to put some capital as opposed to gold at this equivalent level at the present time. So maybe that takes more of a shine off crypto. Takes more of a shine off gold, and then crypto absorbs more of the gold's market cap as people look just to make bigger outsized gains and bets based on their Bitcoin hedge in inverted commas. Hedge. So yeah, oil pushing up a little bit here. We do know there has been more obviously saber rattling and escalations in rhetoric and stuff. No doubt there's no surprise to see the inching up at a resistance though. This is the top end that I kind of think we struggle to realistically get over and hold above. But like I said, that is obviously based on not an escalation in what's going on in the world, which obviously is sort of edging higher, but it's edging higher, but also there's going to obviously be the flip side to just problems with obviously food shortages and things, and that maybe cause political pressure. I mean, we know obviously Russia's not going to have energy shortages, and it seems like they're not going to have money shortages, but they may be food shortages. Even if they have the money, there could be sanctions placed against importing food. Ultimately, normally they don't. Normally sanctions don't go as far as food, because that is, I mean, whilst the political elites play their cool little games of chess with us as pawns on the board, and when they actually start to mess about with each other's food supplies, that's when literally like the normal people start to cause real trouble. And I guess that's a step that the elites, it's kind of like in the olden days there was like chivalry, and then in the not so olden days, but still olden days, they had things like duels and things like that. I mean, that is probably the last standing bit of etiquette between these countries and their conflicts, is that we won't mess about with each other's food supplies as much. That is I think is the case. So yes. What else do we want to look at? Our disgusting looking load of charts. Ethereum, Satoshi pairing. Like I said, this obviously was I mean, I say obviously, I don't know for sure. Just looking at this price action, it was clearly some big ETH investor that just decided this is it, I'm dumping, I'm puking, because of the overall crypto market. And obviously at that point Ethereum got whacked against Bitcoin. Obviously in dollar value it was down. Obviously as we're going down, but relative to Bitcoin though, I do think this is going to go back up. And yeah, I mean, you guys know I'm an ETH maxi. I think I'm going to start doing more videos about how much of an ETH maxi I am and all the cool stuff about ETH. Push on with my channel now, just from these daily videos, because I mean, I've been doing these videos for like over 5 years now, just kind of the same old stuff. I used to do a lot more sort of things, which I think probably would just get my channel into trouble now. So I might just do ETH maxi, and then maybe some mindset and psychology type stuff, just for bants really. Yeah, but yeah, ETH obviously ETH is the winner. ETH is the winner in this crypto market for sure, in my humble opinion. So yeah, that all looked at. Let's have a look at the stochastics. What we are waiting for, like I said, is this 3, 5 day and weekly, I believe. 4 hour obviously turning up with this move, got lots of room left to run. These medium term time frames, will clearly be looking okay here. 10 hour pointed up and got a lot of room to run. 12 hour turned up here. Daily is going to also have turned up here from a low level. Buy daily turned up from a low level. 3 day turning up from a low level. And then these are the ones we need to turn. 5 day still coming down, but obviously you can see losing its downward momentum. Weekly, I mean, weekly doesn't like it's going to turn that up anytime soon. Bi-weekly may do, or the the 2 day weekly or whatever I was saying the other day. I can't remember now. But yeah, bi-weekly may. So yeah, I mean, all eyes on this 5 day. If we can basically hold around 30,000 in this area, we can ultimately turn these up, and then yeah, we can take that shot up towards potentially even 40,000, and then just see what we can do, see the state of what is going on in the market, see the state of what is going on with the central bank, with like the whole world collapsing around it, and they're like, we're gonna raise 8 times this year. Just absolute idiots. So yeah, that is it. Not much else to say this morning, guys. Obviously it's Friday. Friday closes were important. Yeah, I mean, can they print this chart above a 4,000 close? We shall have to see. If they can, maybe it won't be so much fear and panic going into the weekend when people start to look at the weekly people, the longer time frame traders will start to look at obviously the weekly closures. But yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Yeah, I hope you guys are all alright out there. Obviously this lunar debacle, the one thing that annoys me most about this lunar situation is that whilst obviously if we're investing in whatever altcoins, as I'm sure a lot of us are, and we lose like 50% or 20% in a day or whatever percent, we lose a lot. We just know we're in risky altcoins. A lot of the people in Luna were just in UST, what they thought was a relatively risk-free stable coin, earning obviously 20% a year. If you're happy to earn 20% a year, you obviously assume that the UST is pretty much risk-free, and yeah, and then obviously those people then get wrecked, which isn't really acceptable. Those people didn't know the risks they were taking, and I mean, yeah, I mean, we can't really argue against there should be regulation against that sort of stuff. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, just algorithmic stablecoins, everyone's probably learned their lesson now. Every single one's failed. Obviously this one's failed spectacularly, and obviously a lot more people obviously are aware of this now. So yeah, maybe this is particular iteration of destruction is not going to happen again. But hey, people have memories like fishes. Like fish. So yeah, let's see what happens anyway. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.